Imagine for a moment a world unfolding just beyond your perception. Not a hidden room or a distant star, but an entire dimension, intricately woven into the fabric of our own, yet utterly invisible and unimaginable to our familiar senses. You might feel its subtle pull, witness its fleeting effects, like the ripple of an unseen stone on a pond's surface, leaving you with an unsettling, profound sense of something more. This isn't a scene from a science fiction novel, but a glimpse into the cutting edge of quantum physics, where scientists are not merely observing the universe, but actively creating it. Over the past few years, in the hushed, precise environments of quantum labs, researchers have begun to craft their own entirely new dimensions. These aren't vast cosmic expanses, but synthetic realms, meticulously constructed to bend and reveal the very nature of reality in ways we are only just beginning to comprehend. For decades, the bewildering principles of quantum physics have challenged our intuition. Particles exist in multiple states simultaneously. Entanglement links distant entities, and observation itself can alter reality. Trying to visualize these phenomena within our three dimensions of space and one of time often feels like trying to paint a rainbow using only black and white. It's here that the idea of a synthetic dimension enters the stage, a radical solution to a profound puzzle. Scientists are building these dimensions not from raw space-time, but from clever manipulations of existing physical systems. Think of it less as punching a hole into another universe, and more like setting up a meticulously designed simulation where the rules of interaction mimic a higher dimension. These man-made dimensions are so fundamentally different from our everyday experience that researchers themselves admit they are near impossible to truly imagine. We don't see them with our eyes or touch them with our hands. Instead, we observe their presence through their effects. What are these effects? Researchers have described observing what they call the ghostly effects of four-dimensional space. Picture a two-dimensional being living on a flat surface. If a three-dimensional object, like a sphere, were to pass through their plane, they wouldn't see the sphere itself. Instead, they would perceive a tiny circle appearing, growing larger, then shrinking, and finally vanishing. It would be a bewildering, ghostly phenomenon, suggesting a reality beyond their comprehension. In a similar vein, our scientists are witnessing how particles and energy behave in ways that strongly suggest the influence of an extra, synthetic dimension, even if that dimension is not a physical space we could ever step into. One of the most exciting applications involves incorporating these extra dimensions into electric circuits. By carefully designing these circuits, scientists can make electrons behave as if they are moving through a four-dimensional space, even though they are still confined to the wires and chips of our three-dimensional world. This isn't just a clever trick, it's a powerful tool. It allows them to study quantum phenomena that would be incredibly difficult, if not impossible, to observe in our standard reality. For instance, the famous quantum Hall effect, which describes how electrons behave in strong magnetic fields, takes on new, richer forms when observed in these synthetic higher dimensions, offering fresh insights into fundamental physics. The implications are profound. If we can create these dimensions, we gain unprecedented control over quantum systems. It's like having a new kind of laboratory, one where the very stage upon which experiments unfold can be reconfigured. And the ambition doesn't stop there. There are already plans to push these boundaries further, potentially making not just a fourth, but a fifth or even a sixth synthetic dimension. The speculation is exhilarating. By exploring these truly exotic environments, scientists theorize they might discover entirely new exotic particles that could explain some of the deepest mysteries of the universe. Imagine the potential to uncover components of dark matter, or to unify the disparate forces of nature in ways we never thought possible. This journey into synthetic dimensions isn't merely about abstract physics. It's about expanding our very definition of reality. It's about understanding that our perceived 3 dimensions of space and 1 of time might just be one facet of a much grander, more intricate cosmic tapestry. As we learn to sculpt these new realms, we're not just gaining knowledge, we're gaining a new kind of creative power, pushing the very limits of what it means to observe, to understand, and perhaps even to shape the universe itself. It invites us to pause and reflect on the boundless curiosity that drives human endeavor. What does it mean for us, as conscious beings, to peer into these engineered realities, to witness the ghostly effects of a dimension we cannot truly grasp? It speaks to our deep-seated desire to unravel the universe's secrets, to stretch the very limits of our imagination. What are your thoughts on this astonishing frontier of science? Does the idea of creating new dimensions fill you with wonder, or perhaps a touch of unease? Share your reflections in the comments below, or simply ponder the profound implications of these ghostly dimensions on your own. It's a journey into the unknown, and we are all just beginning to explore its breathtaking possibilities.